round 2 Aviva Premiership matchup. We have two teams who will be on a very big high after big wins last week, both scoring 5 points, getting the 4-try bonus point from last week's fixture, and will both be on top of the world heading into round 2. Hello everyone, welcome along to Cornflakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 2 and the Aviva Premiership, where we're into round 2 with the Northampton Saints. This week they are up against the Worchester Warriors, who had a very good win last week, winning 37-19 over London Irish. This week though they have a tougher test ahead of them, but have recruited very well throughout the off-season. You can see they have a pretty good team now, and they'll be a lot bigger prospect for teams than they would have previously been in other seasons. The team we follow, the feature side for this series, are the Northampton Saints. They have one change from last week, with Burrell coming in at number 13 outside centre to partner George PC, and he's replacing Warduck coming into the side. Last week, if you didn't catch it, the Northampton Saints faced off against the Exeter Chiefs, and they thumped them 31-0 and find themselves on the top of the table after one round of that big 5-point victory. This week they'll look to carry things on, but in their first away match of the season they have a tough test as well, because the Warriors also like to score a lot of points. So maybe this could be a big one, or it could be an absolute cancel out. Let's go down to the action, see how this one pans out, and see who can take that vital 4 or 5 points for the victory. It will be the Warriors who will kick off through Miriz, and he's up into the left side straight away for the Warriors. Great start. No one at home, and they've picked it up straight away, and they'll get the first use of the ball just outside the Saints 22. Intercepted. Oh, Hartley's got that straight away. Completely against the run of play there. It looked like it was all Warriors, but it's George Piecing now. Corbacero, and they're attacking instantly through North, who's knocked it on. Laws will hopefully kick this out, because they don't want them to play advantage at all.
Advantage over.
The Warriors have jumped on it. Advantage is over, and they've gone to Marie straight away. Looking to link up with some other players. Creevy coming into the line in midfield. Can't get away. It's there for Sewer. He pops it out on the inside to Alave. He rumbles it up, but he's going to be turned over. The Saints in there. Away strip of green. Burrell, Hartley, way out in the backs here. Can PC, great take from PC. He's going to use his boot. Chips it over the head of the opposition inside centre. Matavisi. Interesting names. They've got some real Fijian flair coming into this Warriors team. As a high tackle from Fotolii. Instant yellow card, no question. Fotolii is gone with the big hit. Just as we were thinking about their new recruits, with Matavasi coming into the team, as well as his centre partner Fatiaki. 12 and 13, two big players for the Warriors. Let's see how they can compete with the PC and Burrell combination for the Saints, as the line out comes in from Creevy, and straight away it's Captain Schofield who will drive off it, and they'll get a few metres running forward there until it's taken up from the big man and turned over from the big man as well. It's the Saints who quickly turn defence into attack and fire it straight out to George North, fending off one, stepping through two, and George North, what a super player, what a super try for George North, and Pennell has left in his dust. What a sidestep. The team with only 14 men score one of the most brilliant individual tries you'll ever see. Look at the sidestep. Oh, inside, outside, see you later. George North with a wonder step, and poor little Pennell has been left behind. No chance at all. Puts the fend on as well. That was Lemmy. Should have been, was it Lemmy out there at all? I think that might have been the right winger, Dran Inu. Oh, an outstanding piece of display from George North, no matter what way you look at it, no matter who got the big fend in the face. whether it was Lemmy or Drananu. Doesn't matter because the kick is super from Myler, and it is the Saints who strike first, leading 7-0 over the Warriors. The crowd a little quieter after that one. The green, the bright green of the Saints away strip looks sensational, as it is Maurice who will kick off again. He goes very high and deep down towards the 22 for Day. Day's been hit brilliantly, ball and all, instant tackle as soon as he received it, and they've rumbled straight over the top of him, and the Warriors will have the ball, and it will be Sewer who will try to get good use of it, but he's been hammered in the tackle and turned completely over, and it is the Saints who attack straight away again. George PC, Ken PC looking to combine the two brothers. Out the back door it goes for Corbacero, and George PC again gets his high hands on it. Throws a wild old pass that has been intercepted from Tuolave. He goes through about 6 players before being taken down. And it is the Warriors who are hot on attack here, very close to the line. Looking to equal the ledger. Going out to the right-hand side now. Big chance for them. Man, and way out wide unmarked. Foden has some big work to do on Drananu. But he's done it brilliantly, and he stopped him just millimetres short, and will even turn it over to boot. Dowson goes straight back for Myler, who pumps it into touch just a couple of metres from his own line. Not the best kick we've seen from Myler, but it gets them out of trouble. Oh, well, there we go. That's why it's got them their man back as well. Khan Fotuali'i being ushered back onto the field, which I guess that's worth 20 metres, having a 15th man. Here's Creevy, will have the throw-in. The line out comes in, to the front they go, nicely taken from Schofield, and again they drive the Warriors very close. They're within 3 metres, 2 metres even, coming off the back, just short. Oh my goodness, that was close. How close can you get without scoring and turned over? Brilliant work from Hartley, and PC's thumped it away all the way down to Pennell, and George North is offside and will get penalised for his efforts as well, but he stopped them in their tracks. A penalty way back here is better than conceding a try. Advantage to the Warriors. They're now 40 metres out. A little dab off the back from Sewer. He goes through a big hole, pops a pass inside, and it would have been a try, but pulled back. They looked like Thomas was going to score. Oh, an unbelievable decision from the ref. He's pulled play back when it looked like the Warriors were going to score. Oh, the ref, oh, well, we'll hear more about that, no doubt, after the match. 35 gone, a shot at goal coming in from Mirrlees, and it's gone short. Laws has picked it up. Straight away, Ken PC pops the pass out, looking for Burrell, goes into touch, and it's advantage gained there for the Warriors, but the penalty missed. And the try, well, the try that could have, should have been. Oh, that is changing in minutes, this match. Line out, straight to Fotuali'i, turnover ball, Laws at the front, has stolen the line out. Big kick downfield from Fotuali'i. Way back at halfway now are the Warriors. Big trouble for them. They just can't finish things off. Everyone against them at the moment, even the ref who has called them back. That was shocking refereeing, but here we go. Sewer coming off again, giving it to Maurice, who's kicked downfield, down towards North, inside the 22, will turn and attack. He's put this boot to it. Not very often we see that from George North, but not to worry. It's kicked again from Mirrlees, and this one Foden will let go into touch, and we'll head to the break for half time in this round 2 fixture of the Aviva Premiership. The Saints lead at half time, 7 points to 0 over the Warriors. And we can have a look at the stats, take a bit of a breather, as both sides will consider what has just happened for the last 40 minutes. The Warriors will be bitterly disappointed not to have come out of that with at least a couple of tries. Look at that territory advantage, 74%. That's just about, well, it is really 3/4 to quarter near on. And possession dead equal, so it's all been the Warriors. The Saints have been in a whole world of trouble for a lot of that half and have made things no better for themselves with 6 handling errors, being forced to make just on double the amount of tackles and spent 10 minutes with a man in the bin. The territory, though, is a real talking point here for the Warriors. If they can't start to convert that time in opposition territory into some points, they're never going to convert themselves into a top-class team in the Aviva Premiership. The Saints, however, hold a slim lead going into the break, and bonus points so far, for 4 tries anyway, are the last thing on these two sides' mind. Let's crack down now. The teams look ready to go for the second half. And it's Stephen Milo with the ball. The Saints will kick off and get us back underway for the second half. Let's see who will take the advantage as the Saints in their racy green strip, away strip kick-off. Laws waits for it but gets out-jumped by the Warriors. And they've stolen that straight away. The Saints are all over this game when it comes to the ruck times. Fotuali'i in midfield gives it to Dawson. Oh, Dawson's running away. Big grab. Burrell, Wood. Everyone's involved out here on the left. It's about 17 on 1. And PC's thrown it to the man in touch. Oh, that is a real disappointing way to finish it. All the forwards were there. Dawson and Wood were combining brilliantly. PC had about 4 men on his shorts, but he just couldn't find any of them, and eventually the one man who wasn't in a position to receive the pass got the pass, and now they attack again through the Warriors coming through Sewer. Big hit up going to the short side now, and here's a big opportunity for them. It's going to be, oh, that was Draninu, and he's eventually kicked it after running a couple rings around Foden. And Draninu not too pleased with his efforts there. Had a big chance. He was putting the fancy footwork on, but he didn't back himself.
Crouch.
And in the end, it's cost his team a lot of area, a lot of field.
Sit.
And he gives the Saints the ball back just on their own side of halfway. They'll have 45 metres to go, the Saints here. Good scrum from them, and Fotuali'i takes it off the back and goes through a little scamper, drawing in the fence and giving it to Burrell. Burrell's got men on his outside. He's got Clark. Clark's got Wood. Clark throws a dodgy ball out to PC. Myler cuts back on the inside, throws the miracle ball, and as we all expect, it's been intercepted, and the Warriors come away with it. Dawson trying to make a desperate tackle, and Myler in the end bumps the ball loose with his big hit, and it's attacking again. Forward pass. Not called there from the ref, and we'll go back to the knock-on from Maurice. And we'll head down for the scrum. Yeah, we'll see it. Myler's big hit on Maurice. Taking the ball forward.
Touch.
We'll sit down for another scrum. Last time,
Sit.
the Saints were very good when it comes to the set piece of the scrum. Hoping to pull out another one of those big shots. Here we go. There it is. Fotuali'i hits the open side, takes out his man. Sewer couldn't stop him, but the the knock on instead from Myler has stopped the Saints in their tracks, and some short interplay between the players in midfield for the Warriors. Don't make very good use of the advantage, and it's advantage to the Saints now for a forward pass from Sewer. Jeremy Sewer not having the best day of his career, that's for sure. A couple of poor runs. And that was a great run from Betty there, the number 7 for the Warriors.
Sit.
Really getting through a few tackles. Another scrum setting down for the Saints. It's been one of their much improved areas today. Many more scrums than in the last match they were involved in. So here's Fotuali'i again. We'll take it off again for a scrum, drawing in a couple of players, giving it to Burrell. Burrell needs some support. He's got Warriors players everywhere. Myler, ankle tap. Myler throws the ball out, looking for a support, but again the Warriors intercept it.
Advantage.
Marie's going for the kick. He's knocked it on, and PC's picked it up. So it's another chance here. Fotuali'i, big ball out to the left. George North, so close, won't be stopped. Try to the Saints. You cannot stop George North that close. He is their real go-to man, and you can see why. There is no question of his ability. It was a poor play. Sewer and Maurice are just not combining at all very well. Straight to North. North goes straight into the defence. It was Pennell again, who's just been blown over. There is the poor play. Big hit coming in from Day. Fotuali'i, watch Pennell. Boom. Oh, over the top of his head. Oh, that is not one for the highlights reel for the Warriors, that's for sure. Second try for the Saints. and they've yet to concede one in the competition, which is a very interesting stat. 65 minutes gone in this one. The Warriors will be downhearted after scoring a big pile of 37 points last week, held to nil in over an hour of play today. They won't be too happy as Myla's kick is very good. 14 points to nil. The Saints doing it the hard way, but they're getting the job done at the moment. The Warriors will be looking for some quick plays, some quick points. As it's kicked off from Maurice again, and brilliantly taken. You have to say that Drenanu has been their best player for the Warriors. Here's Sewer going for Betty, who's been very strong with the ball in hand. In the midfield to Matavasi. Get it out eventually. Here's Betty coming to the left side again. Lemmy going all the way to Lemmy this time. He's involved in a couple of times. Beautiful ball for Betty. Cutting back round. Sidestep coming in from Jones. Can't get him over the line. So close. Here's Murray. Murray, the big man, trying to charge himself over just 5 metres out. Can't get there. Saints digging in, turning the ball over. Here it comes to Myla. Fullback is very, very close to the action. And Pennell, he can't stop that one going over the line. In fact, he's carried it over the line. Oh, big call again from the touch judge. And he's given it a Saints line out. Well, that's a big call. Really going against the Warriors on a couple of occasions today. Here's Fatuli'i coming to the left side. North in first receiver. North goes through a massive gap in the midfield. They really aren't looking after George North out there, the Warriors, and he is running all over them. This time they turn him over, but the ground has been lost. Here we go. It's Foden on Drenanu again. This time Foden wins the battle, but Drenanu has been running strong all night long. And he's been one of the few players giving the Warriors some forward ball. Here's Clark from the turnover. Was always going to happen. Myla. Oh, poor pass from Myla. Burrell has to go back for it. Eventually finds Ken PC. PC puts on the fend. Oh, one-handed pass out the back door. And of course, as you'd expect from what's happening all game today, those one-handed backdoor shots just aren't working. Picked up in the end from Pennell. And here we go. It's going to be North trying to get away. Was Matavasi. Couldn't do it. Here's Drenanu trying to launch again, but he's carried over the touchline, and that'll signal full time. The Saints hanging on in a very somber match here. The Worcester Warriors, well, they just weren't at their best today, and neither were the Saints, but they've won, and they've won ugly, but they've won. They've got the points, 4 in the bag. That gives them 9 from 2 matches, and they're yet to concede a try. Defence being a real pinnacle part of their game plan at the moment for the Saints. And you look at the scoreboard, and it was very much like it was in round 1. George North, 2 tries. Myla, 2 conversions. Nothing fancy. Sticking to their strengths. Defence and George North on attack. That's all they need to think about. The Warriors, they go down, and they looked pretty bad in the way they did it too. The Saints didn't do themselves any favours, but they got the job done and showed some real mettle for winning ugly when they had to. When things weren't going right, they can still put themselves in winning positions. As for the Warriors, though, you have to think players that played very well. Sewer and Maurice was very poor. The 9 and 10 combination did not work for them, but Drenanu was very good, the right winger. Pennell was shocking at fullback on defence for them, and Matavasi, the inside centre, was a very strong runner and seemed good on defence as well. Betty, the number 7 flanker, he was very good with ball in hand as well, trying to pick out some positives for any Warriors fans out there. So 14 points as we covered. Zil, nil. 0, nil with the same word. Zil, very good. Creative stuff. The Warriors getting nothing. The stats for full time, well, they were very close in possession. The Warriors even gaining a point from half time, but they lost a lot of possession in that second half. Still got 63% of the ball overall, which is a huge amount. And like I said, winning ugly. Very ugly it was for the Saints. 17 handling errors. That is a massive amount. An astronomical amount. The Warriors, even themselves, making 8 handling errors is a big pile of wasted chances. The line breaks 6-7, but were never finished off due to lack of support. and poor handling in the end. A lot of intercept passes thrown by both teams, and the Saints surprisingly made 16 more tackles despite only having 1% less ball, 2% in the end. So that wraps us up for this round. We'll head back and see how this match has affected the tables and other results from round number 2, and see who we can look forward to facing in round 3 for the Northampton Saints. So round 2 is complete, and we have full results coming in for that now. The Sale Sharks getting a close win over London Irish. The Northampton Saints, as we just watched, winning an ugly game against the Worchester Warriors. That's about all you could say about it. Very unstructured, very messy, but a win is a win, and 4 points on the board. Harlequins did a good 10-point victory over Bath. Exeter Chiefs go 2 down in a row after going down to the London Wasps. The Newcastle Falcons also couldn't get themselves a win, going down to Gloucestershire. And the Leicester Tigers battled up against Saracens in a big battle of the Titans, going down 22 points to 19. What that does to the standings, we'll stop that glitching going left and right. The Saints still hold on to top spot, mainly thanks to that big 31-0 victory. Round 2 in round 1, but round 2 wasn't so keen for that, and they just managed the plus 14, but that gives them a very big points differential of plus 45, as well as the 9 points. They're equal to Saracens and also Harlequins, but apart from that, we go down quite a wee way before we see Leicester Tigers already 3 points behind the leading bunch, and then 5th and down is still another point further away. But we are only in just round 2. There's still another 20 matches to go, so still very, very, very long way to go yet. A lot of those bottom place sides, as we see last year's defending champions here on Cornflakes Crib, Sale Sharks 1-1. Not the best start for them, but still very early on in the competition. What can we say? Northampton Saints will face London Irish in round 3 of the Aviva Premiership, and another away match this time. Whereabouts are London Irish sitting on the table, you ask? Let's have a look. They are 10th. They have 0 wins and 2 losses. Also a bonus point though from finishing within 7. So a good start, good easy start it seems to be for Northampton if they can keep their head clear and not get complacent about the fixtures at all. They should be well on their way with a good start before some of these top sides come along. That wraps us up for round 2, guys. Thank you all for watching. Hope you've enjoyed the coverage of today's match with the Northampton Saints getting a messy win over the Worcester Warriors. We'll be back soon with round 3 of the Aviva Premiership. Until then, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed today. Remember to check out any other rugby coming up on the channel. Plenty for you guys to watch. And remember to hit that subscribe button. And of course, give the video a like if you'd like to see more of this series. And I'll see you next time for round 3, Saints versus London Irish. Take care.